Pressure in my chest, I have nothing left. Dear Lord, please don't desert me. Need to catch my breath, need a second wind of hope. Please show me mercy. I'm losing my faith, would you help me find it? Help me to see whenever I feel blinded. I am trying to be more open-minded, but I don't understand your plans. And whenever I ask, you're silent as a star. Please tell me where you are, so I don't have to feel so far from you. I pray you'll hold me close, 'cause I feel so alone. Lord, please don't let me go, and I need you. Too exhausted to be afraid. I've prayed and waited for you to save me. Like the earth has its seasons, there's got to be a reason, and I'm trying to believe it, but I'm losing my faith. Would you help me find it? The world made some mistakes, and now everything's unwinding. I am trying to be more open-minded, but I don't understand your plans. And whenever I ask, you're silent as a star. Please tell me where you are, so I don't have to feel so far from you. I pray you'll hold me close, 'cause I feel so alone. Lord, please don't let me go, and I need you. You're silent as a star. Please tell me where you are, so I don't have to feel so far from you. I pray you'll hold me close, 'cause you're my final hope. And if it's time to go, then I'll see you soon.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the midday show. Midday
Pizza.
This portion of the show brought to you by Pizza Rica.
Pizza Rica Friday.
Come and get your Pizza Rica Friday. I want to really quick invite you all next Friday for the midday show for the Masquerade party, celebrating our 8th year on the air. I'm sitting in my wire. 8th year on the air. It's called Masquerade, and you can wear a mask, or we'll have them here for you. I saw that Denise Marsh bought some masks.
She found some. She had them from a party or something.
So I'm going to decorate them. I put some glitter, some eyeball.
You know what's so funny is you and I are so like sometimes, but yet we still show up every day to do it again. What's that called? When you do the same thing over and over again? Madness.
Madness.
Insanity or something, right?
Yeah, John and Russell Johnson in studio today. He sort of likes it, and this is the guy who does the alien shows, and he's calling me.
That explains a lot.
He's calling me a little.
Can we adjust the camera so we can get Freddie's head in it, please? Thank you.
Oh, no. You sent him. Absolutely. But anyway, I'm
Just
going to
squash down. There you go. Thank you, Baxton.
A couple of things. I want to get real quick on this. So you're invited next
Friday.
Come at 11 o'clock. And
Music, mayhem, and more for Masquerade.
Dress is appreciated. Don't come naked because you're wearing a mask. It ain't that kind of party. But just saying, we're going to do this next week, and we're going to have
I can't
a little
believe
bit
it.
of fun.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
It does feel like longer, though, doesn't it?
90.
It feels.
90
It definitely feels a little bit longer from that picture up there, right?
Why
to where
do
we
you
are
have
now?
to point that out? As a matter of fact, that's coming down.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's.
No, it's coming down.
I always say that's where we came from.
No, that's where you came from. Because you look the same. It ain't a problem when you look like you.
You've lost what, 80 pounds since then? 90 pounds since then?
Dawn, I'm going to tell you, you keep talking. I'm going to start beeping you
That's a
all over
huge
the place.
accomplishment, though. Think about that. Lifetimes we've been together.
Anyway,
Marriages, grandchildren.
Anyway, 2 divorces, yeah, I get it.
Anyway, we got a great show for you today. Freddie's back in the seat. Yesterday's show with Tinkerbell
I'm
was
going to tell you, it feels a little tinkerish.
Feels a little
in here.
tinkerish?
Yeah, I feel like I'm sitting on so is it Tinkerbell stuff.
And I think Annie Ray is on her way up, so she's coming on up from. She came in from Houston. She was delayed. Was supposed to be there yesterday. She's a new artist in the studio. All these purple paintings that you see are hers. Her flight was canceled, so she's coming in today. They lost her bag, so she told me she's on her way. She had an overnight bag packed, so she's got to change her clothes, and we'll see what's going on when she gets here.
I got a sock I could give her.
I told her, don't worry about your shoes. Anyway, we wanted to talk about how we've amplified the impact of the studio with some sizzle reels.
Yes, and we actually brought the sizzle maker. We call him Bacon because he's like sizzle.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you like that, right?
That's
I
good.
just thought of that. He's over there.
So years and years ago, we had a sizzle created for our studio when we were back up at their other location. And then we meet Mateo. And Mateo is a filmmaker, a writer, script writer. Everything he does, he makes the films, he edits, he directs, he produces. And with the team effort of Andrew Garcia, Mateo, our crew, of course, and Josh helped do the lower thirds, we put together a sizzle reel for Amp Media Production. So why don't we roll it, and then I'm going to let Mateo explain to you how he can help amplify your business as well. Amp Media Productions is a multimedia studio approach where we're able to take one burn, podcast, video cast, put it on radio, put it on streaming. We bring in clients, community, producers, interns, students, businesses to spotlight their business.
And you believe in your heart you want the numbers to see it, then you come here because this is a house of passion.
Why choose Amp Media? Because we do it right. We do it with heart. We do it with professionalism, compassion, and we do take business personally.
And that's the 60-second version. We have another minute
We have
that goes
a
with
30-second, a 60-second, and about a 2.5 minutes. So Mateo, I want to toss this over to you and share with everyone your vision behind this sizzle and what you do.
So, I'm Mateo, everybody. So pretty much sizzle reels are kind of your bread and butter to what a business is, right? It really helps highlight the essence of a business. It brings the people out of that business to be able to showcase their operations and be able to show people out there exactly what they do as a business. Sizzle reels are also sort of that creative touch, right? You can get those interviews, those important interviews that allows you to understand the essence of a business and how they could, in a sense, help you to sort of improve, as well as as you were saying, Dawn, is that sizzle reels also help amplify the business itself to sort of how they've grown, as well as helping understand exactly who is behind the business, right? And I think for this specific sizzle reel, it was important to really encapsulate all the things that this multimedia studio amp provides, like what you guys do here. And I think to continue doing these kind of sizzle reels, it's important because it allows me as a producer, and it allows other producers to have an opportunity to kind of talk about what they do.
What makes a sizzle reel different than a commercial?
What makes a sizzle reel different than a commercial? That's an interesting question, because even myself, I'm trying to still wrap my head around it. But I think sizzle reels, for me, it's a little more personal. Sizzle reels are done differently across the board. Usually, you would set down some of the important players within that business and have a conversation with them, interview them. And then after that interview session, then you create scenarios, right? And showing exactly what happens behind those closed doors, what we really don't see. And then it's about the creative, though, in that interview that allows you to kind of bring out exactly what's going on. Yeah.
Well, the interesting aspect is a commercial. You highlight something, like on television, you have to tell a story in 30 seconds.
Right.
But the sizzle is not only telling the story. When you go to the movies, you know how they play those reruns of what's coming? Right. Something's coming. Right. And all of a sudden, the muscle memory of, I got to come and see that movie begins to happen. The sizzle is a different, elongated story than just a commercial. Yeah. A commercial is boom. But what I loved about what he does is the music and the video that follows. And then he stops it. And then he lets you talk. So that's where you come in. And then he stops it. And he goes back in the music. You can't get all of that in 30 seconds. You can't capture that. You can't capture the essence of what he's talking about, the person in front of it, the people in front of it, the studio in front of it. So I love the fact, because I'm taking Mateo's concept to Tampa to meet Renee, to talk about 120 other businesses like this, 148 of them, that want more information as to how it helps them. Now, I got a question for you. What if they don't want to be on camera because they feel like they're not camera worthy, they don't want to be on camera? What do you do in that kind of case to do a sizzle for them?
I mean, there's no proper way in sort of capturing the sizzle reel. There's you have and sizzle reels they're in general they're visual, right? They're visual, so you can have that sort of that narration. It just depends on what the client is actually looking for in order for showing what their business does. It's all depending on what they want to really show, what they want to focus on, the kind of services that they provide, and within that focus group or their mission, it is really my job to take in exactly what they're trying to sort of and create something that is creative and really helps create a story around that specific specific procedures, right, that happens within that business. Now, if they don't want to be on camera, by all means, that's okay. It's all about the camera work. It's all about what you capture outside of the interview. It's about the B-roll, right? It's about really highlighting those specific things. Because it's just in general, it's about highlighting the overall business, capturing that essence. And that doesn't have to be, seeing the person who you're interviewing, right? It could be in the words and what they say, right? It's about how they feel about the business. And in the edit as well, it's important to kind of, create that feeling or that emotion or that sort of that atmosphere. You're telling a story with the sizzle reel. As much as you are with the commercial as well.
And Mateo's going to be doing a sizzle reel for our foundation, for the AMP Media Futures Foundation, about really highlighting our producers or interns, the students that run our productions every day, and they have for the past 8 years, and everything they put into this that is now actually an official 501c3 foundation to bring awareness to what they do, how they do it, to bring some equipment in, to give them some stipend money for gas, for food, for editing software, for things that they don't all have access to. So everyone has equal access to everything that they want to help meet their dreams.
Agreed. I got to tell you, ever since I met Mateos, I've come to the realization that the way he does things is the way my brain works. My brain is a giant highlight sizzle reel every day. And in this studio, I got examples of that. I got you, I got her, I got him, I got them, I got him, hopefully I got her, I got him, and I got the kids, and then we got the queen in the corner. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be music, it could be spiritual, it could be artistic, it could be aliens. It makes no difference. Holistic health, businesses, it doesn't matter. If you really believe in your product and you want people to hear your soul, think about that. Hear your soul, because you live and die your business. So a sizzle is a nice, comfortable way of doing it. You know, some of the people in this room, some of the numbers that have occurred in the last week, we've never seen them before.
I know, Sally.
Sally's number are just unheard of. The numbers that they did together, this guy's numbers, they never seen these numbers before.
Yeah.
You know, and I go to Grace and I say, Grace, check this TikTok out. TikTok. I don't even know how TikTok works. But I guess if somebody looks at it on Instagram, somebody learns your name. It's like the movie when the guy says, when they start singing the words to your song, that means something, because it means that they hear you. And that's what I think a sizzle does for me. It's actually educated me on how I think. I don't think like normal people. I think in sizzles.
You know what I love is when I show the sizzle to people and they say, wow, what Freddie said is really powerful.
The hell did I say? It wasn't what I said. Don't believe that. This has to do with yesterday. Don't believe that.
No, Chuck actually said that to me. He said, it makes a whole lot of sense what Freddie said, that
I said one line. One line.
But that what you can do, how you can spotlight people's business for a fraction of the cost of network TV.
That was it.
Well, it's pretty powerful stuff.
And who heard that? Did you hear that? I bet you nobody else heard that.
No, but that's a good statement. I like that. It's like sync right to the point, but expressive in terms of identifying the essence of what people are doing. So you do that well.
That's right. And I invited people to the House of Passion.
Yeah, it was great.
That's the line I like. But, you know, it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you put forward.
Sure.
And then we got the Army in here. I got to tell you, we worked with and do I scream at them? Yes. And do I want them to be even better? Absolutely. But, man, do we have a bunch of kids in here who are just outstanding in all the things they do. And more people are calling me. My phone, I got kids' books. I got all sorts of stuff coming. Commercials came in yesterday. There's a lot of stuff that's coming in. Just keep bringing it in because you're listening to the message. Okay, if you can do an alien show, you can do anything. If you can do an artistic show with music, you can do anything. If you can meet somebody at a restaurant and she sings and comes in here, lights it up, man, you can do anything. But you got to believe them words.
So contact us here at the studio, 866-224-5422. That'll be the direct hotline to Freddie's phone, and we'll get you in contact with Mateo. We'll start putting it together from beginning to end, from concept creation to filming, script writing, editing, and everything in between.
And that's also new show development as well.
A new show, oh, nice.
So
A new show
unscripted
development.
series as well, if you're looking to do like a sizzle for that, that's also what sizzles are used for. It's for different unscripted series, pitching to networks, you know. I just wanted to kind of plug that in.
Nice job.
That's important. It's
Nice.
important. We
All
even
right.
have that in with Netflix.
All right, let's take a commercial break. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Please like and subscribe on the networks at the Brooklyn Cafe TV and Amp Media Productions to get access and notifications to all of the shows we produce right here at the studio. More to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, Call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And there you have it. You know, one of the things that I love doing in here is throwing curveballs and making different things better. Like Russ doing the Alien show, we did this 10 years ago. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we're trying to bring that magic back because things have changed. And one of the things I always wanted to do was to find singers who nobody knew, unknowns, undiscovered stars, as they say, as the music plays next door. And I always wanted to do the American Bandstand, or I wanted to do Soul Train. Now, they're too young. Russ knows, you know. How. I mean, these guys were unbelievable. So when they said this person can sing, and Jay knows, the careers changed. And I want to bring that magic back.
Right.
And the show opened up today with the goddess, as she likes to call herself. The goddess opened up the show, Emelina Rose. I like to call her the Rose because, to me, that's my favorite movie.
I know.
And we open up the show, and while Johnny Melnick is away playing in the Poconos, doing God knows what up there, singing. I'm going to ask her to come in and help us put together some of these young artists that are walking into studio, and they're phenomenal, but nobody knows how good they are. And I want to use South Florida Oldies music and the radio stations and our connections and see if I can push it out there to get them noticed and to give them the break that I never had in this business. Because, you know, you got to play it forward when you're giving a gift. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And it took a little while to get her back over here. That song, let's talk about the song. Tell us a little bit about how you put that bad boy together.
Well, my mom called me one day, and she was really upset because one of her cousin's daughters, who's very young, I would say early 30s, is very sick. You know, she has lupus, she's having multiple seizures, and my mom asked me, please, can you write a song for her? Can you write a song? Can you pray for her? And I sat in the car, and I wanted to come up with a concept that anyone could relate to, not just for her specific instance, but in instances where you're just not really understanding the cards that are being dealt to you at that time. And you feel this sense of exhaustion, this sense of doubt, because that's something that I could also relate to in my own way, not nearly the way that she does, but I wanted to take my doubts somewhere useful, because sometimes when people go and they feel doubt, they'll talk to their friends about it. Their friends might even encourage more doubt and just plant more seeds of doubt and frustration in your mind, and that leads to more negative events. So with this song, I took my doubts right to God, you know?
So when you say the word doubts, what kind of doubts are you talking about?
When you're just not understanding, for example, if you see a baby that dies in another country, or you see people being wrongfully treated, or you lose your job at a really inopportune time, and that same day you get a parking ticket, and you're just not, these are all different levels of grief circumstances, but just that feeling of why is this happening, instead of going to God with it and saying, hey, I trust your plan, I trust that it's divine, and maybe there's something that I'm missing, that I'm not understanding, so I'm taking my doubts to you. Can you please show me what you mean by this? So what's the purpose of this why is this playing out this way?
So this particular song that you put together was asking for vision, for asking for answers, was it, because the song has a certain melody of healing to it. Something is going on, and there's a healing question to this thing. Does it make you feel better after you wrote it and you sang it?
Yeah, I think it's just at the time where you're not hearing God's voice. You see how all of the chorus comes in. That's God trying to speak to you, but maybe you're not in that moment listening. You're doing more of the talking than the listening. Right after this song, I felt that a lot of my prayers were answered. But it was because I asked him. I asked him to answer them. And I said, hey, you're being really quiet. Please come to me. And God is always there with you. But sometimes God or the angels are just waiting for you to ask for their help. Somebody explained it to me once that they're on the unemployment line. Like, no, they're there for you. They're there to help you. But you have free will. You have to ask for them to come and help you. So they're just waiting. And a lot of people forget to ask, or they try to do it my way, and they try to force their own will upon their life. And sometimes our way and what we think we want isn't what we actually need, and it's not the best path. And if we're just patient and we have trust and faith and we do wait, the beautiful blessings, the better plan that God has for us can come in and show itself. And then that's where the gratitude will come back.
Interesting. And you have a whole album that you're going to be dropping. Are they all about faith, spirituality, your messages from God?
I'm going to be putting out an EP soon. It's more of, I think, yes, they're more spiritual. A lot of them are more uplifting than this. This was a very sad ballad. But that's not my main focus. I'm a singer that happens to be Christian, so I felt like this is what the world needed at the time. Okay. But I write in all different, I write about my life, and that's a way that I can share who I am with everyone.
Has finding God in a different light changed your life going forward?
Yes. I have all different friends, the best of friends. I have better relationships with my family members. I have more clarity in path. I have better judgment. I trust myself more because I know what is good for me and what is not.
And what was there a pivotal point in your life that you said, I have to make a change? Because there are people who say, okay, I need to move from location A to B, and they do. But nothing changes in their life. They take the same friends, the same mindset, they find the same type of job, so their life doesn't change. But you changed everything.
Yeah, I changed where I lived, I changed my location, I changed who I spoke to. I went through, one tip that was really helpful for me that I did was I went through my entire cell phone. I went through every contact, and I breathed on it and I prayed on it. I said, how does this person make me feel after I spend time with them? Do I feel exhausted? Do I feel energized? Do I feel inspired? And if there was any doubt in my mind that this person didn't give me the energy that I wanted, I deleted them, blocked them. And not out of anger or resentment. It was really out of love, because now I can love them, but still love myself first with boundaries. Hey, I don't want that energy to affect me. I hope you eat, just not at my table. And when I did that, I went down from maybe 1,000 contacts to 60 contacts in my phone. And I felt so much lighter. And all of my relationships, there might not have been as many, but there were quality relationships.
It's interesting. The gentleman that was in yesterday, Ari, talked about, he did that with social media. Because we scroll and scroll, and if you're scrolling and following people that do not inspire or bring you joy or light, you can go down a path that you don't really want to be in. So he went and he cleaned out the same thing with social media on who he followed, and then decided to follow those that he wanted to be his mentors through social media, those he wanted to be inspired by, and how that changed his mindset, which is interesting because your generation and even younger have been so much more impacted than our generation, than your generation. But you have to actually make that conscious effort to change that. Because we may just turn the phone off, but their lives are really dependent on social media in your 20s and 30s.
It's a big jump between what's going on in that era, what's going on in this era, and what's going on in that era.
Yeah.
But the object of the aim here is that I think that you want to be able to have the confidence in you to be able to flick that switch and say good, better, and different. I have over 5,000 names and numbers in my phone. Over. Maybe 6,000. They aren't all friends, but I know that going in. I know that they're not all friends. But everybody wants to tell me a story, and I'm here to listen. It's funny because the lady that we had on last week that's in Italy summed it up the best. Witness. You get to witness what other people have to say. And I sit there. It's not going to be my life. It's not going to decide me one way or the other. I've been through some hard times. I was at a point that was a hard time, and I said, wow, there's nobody here for me. So I learned a lesson. I made a pact with God, and you know when I did it. I made a pact with God that I was going to play it forward. You gift me, and I'm going to share that gift with everybody
You've
else.
done that a couple times. You told me a story once when you were in your car in New York and you walked into the convent or the church.
That's right. That's right. And, oh, you mean the one that died? It was my house. The nun came to see me, and I showed her the convent that I lived in. It used to be a convent. And then I went to church that Sunday, and I was looking at her picture, and the priest came over and said to me, sir, who are you? How can I help you? And I says, I'm looking for this nun, and she was in a black and white on the wall. He says, well, you're going to be looking a long time. She died about 100 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever it was. And I said, no, she didn't. She was at my house 3 days ago. Now, believe it or not, I spoke to her. I should have taken her picture, but she came to the house. She says, I used to live here. Can I take a look there? And people, either you believe it or you don't believe it. So that's one sign. And I didn't pay attention. I did not pay attention to that deal. I just thought that maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it wasn't her. And there are stories that come out of stories, that teacher stories. And then at the end of the day, just like the Rose over there has learned how to change her surroundings, make it better. I always said the musicians always sing better when something tragic happens in their life, but that's not a lesson to be learned. It's just a lesson that you can point it out and look at the change.
What's happening next for you, Marlena?
I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to keep making music, but it's kind of, I've been doing it my way for a while. Whenever I go back to doing it my way, things kind of crumble about again. And yet we do have free will, like you were saying. Maybe you miss it, but you also have your destiny. God won't let you almost go a path that's not meant for you. So whenever I'm taking action steps that aren't the right way, he'll even almost force me out and force my hand into things that are better for me. So if you don't get the first sign, he'll send another one. He'll send it, and if one of them might come in the form of a piano falling on your head or something like that. But it's just to get your attention, get you alone with him, so that he can make you aware of the better path for you. And it's not to say that all those people that I had deleted were bad people. They might inspire others, but they're just not my tribe, and that's okay.
It's fine. It's how we ended up here in this studio.
Yeah.
Exactly like you're talking about.
And it's funny because I think Jay was still at the other place when we came here. And then eventually Jay ended up coming here because COVID closed that place down.
It's amazing. It does happen that way.
It does.
I know Marlena has to head home to an appointment. Got to get her out of here. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to having you in here more. You're going to be hosting some shows with us, I understand?
I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
Undiscovered Stars.
Undiscovered Stars. I love it.
Thank you for having me.
It's always about the stars. And Sally, your painting, which is behind Marlena, it seems like the stars, literally the stars, seem to come in alignment. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, let's talk to the man that goes beyond the stars. You know what he says? If you don't reach for the stars, you end up with the stardust.
Okay.
That's what he told me yesterday.
Okay.
Anyway, Russell Johnson's joining us. Lights in the night. We've got Sally and Jay, of course, and Lucy and Michelle. We're talking, we have to go back over to smoke.
We'll do that when we come back.
More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Positive direction, you got to move.
pizza. She cuts it. I eat it backwards. Then I eat the cheese, and then I end up eating the whole thing. Well, why?
Why?
You eat half, and then you go back for the other half. There's something about it that you just want more.
First of all, you take 2 slices, 2. You put them one on top of the other, and you fold them, and you eat a double-decker.
Is that how your dad ate his pizza?
My father ate it like her. My father just guzzled it down. He went from sideways up. He didn't care. I said, a mess. I used to say, Dad, you're scaring me.
Favorite kind of pizza? What is your favorite kind of pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza. What's your favorite kind?
We're going to get to that. Apparently, Michelle is giving out, how many are you giving out? Just one?
We have 2.
We have 2? Okay, so she's giving out one, so we got a winner, but we didn't announce it. I guess she's announcing her own line over there.
We're giving out a $25 gift card to Smoke Barbecue?
Yes.
All right, and I think
So
we have a
apparently
caller on the
winner?
phone.
All right, let's put the winner on. Winner, are you there? I guess not. Winner, are you there?
Someone see.
Hello.
Michelle. Hi,
How
how
are
you
you?
doing?
Hi. I'm great. How are y'all?
Y'all's
You
good.
sound like you're from Texas.
Where y'all calling from?
I'm actually from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, close enough.
He's in Oklahoma?
It's just on the other side
Yeah.
of Texas. Yep.
You're calling, you
Yeah,
just,
there's really bad feedback here, so I can't really understand you that well.
He just needs to maybe turn down his volume.
somebody has to turn on the volume. He's getting feedback. Okay, so you won the gift card, but he's in Oklahoma.
No, he's here. He's from Oklahoma.
Oh, he's from Oklahoma. I thought he was in Oklahoma.
You know the song Oklahoma?
Can you hear
Michelle,
me?
how does he get his card?
Come to Smoke Barbecue. We'll
Hello?
have it for. Who is this?
Who is this?
My
Who's
name
on
is
the
Mike.
line?
Who's
Oh,
this?
Mike.
Mike, you're the winner of the smoked barbecue.
Smoke Barbecue, $25 gift
Yay.
card. Congratulations. Yay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Wonderful.
I'm excited. I love smoked barbecue.
Okay, so if you go down there, you can pick up your gift certificate and win. Okay, you've won.
What's your favorite
Okay.
thing at Smoke Barbecue,
Okay.
Mike?
Who do I tell them I talk to? What is your name?
Michelle.
The owner.
We'll leave the
Michelle.
gift card for you at the. What's your last name? Or
My last name is Cooper, C-O-O-P-E-R.
okay,
Mike
Mike
Cooper.
Cooper is the big winner of the.
Mike, have you been there before?
I have, many times.
What's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is that sandwich. The sandwich with everything on it. I can't remember the
The
name of it.
pastrami
right this
sandwich or
second.
the Austin sandwich? Brisket sandwich.
The Austin sandwich, thank you.
Austin
Yeah.
sandwich, yeah. That's one of
Yeah,
my
that's
favorites.
I order it every time.
And what's on that sandwich, Michelle?
That is our brisket, jalapeno cheddar sausage, onions, pickles, and
delicious.
homemade barbecue sauce on
Wow.
it. Yeah, it's huge and it's amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Mike, for calling in,
Thanks,
buddy.
Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
All right,
You're
thanks,
very
Michelle.
welcome. Thank you, guys.
See
All
you
right,
care,
soon.
bye-bye.
We'll have
See you
it there at the restaurant for you.
So if you call in when Michelle's here, she's the one that has to pick the winner. Michelle, how does the Brooklyn Cafe get a sandwich on your menu? How do we get a named
Ooh,
sandwich? Maybe something that doesn't have a name.
That is a good one. We will. Let's see. Well, tell me, what would you guys like to have?
The kitchen
What's your
sink.
favorite thing? I
That
know.
sounds like the Austin's got a little bit of everything on it.
The
Minus the
Austin
peppers.
does. I mean, the Austin is inspired by, of course, Texas. We have it's a, house smoked brisket, which is smoked for up to 16 hours, just Texas style, and our jalapeno cheddar sausage. The combination is just amazing. It's crunchy.
That jalapeno cheddar sausage, and I don't eat sausage, is amazing.
Oh yeah, I know that's
That
your favorite, Dawn,
spiciness.
right?
I think it's from when I lived in Texas.
Do you have roast beef?
We have brisket. I mean,
Brisket, okay. And
it
do you
looks,
have-
people sometimes confuse it with a roast beef, but it's
Brisket.
Yes, it's
And
brisket.
you have turkey?
Only on special occasions. but
So that doesn't work.
yeah, we do have chicken.
Okay, so
But we have
chicken.
you know what, our world famous pastrami is also a huge hit. It's a big favorite. That's our pastrami on rye. But they've Sun Sentinel compared us to Katz's Deli. They said it's actually better than Katz. I don't want to, but they said it's better than Katz's Deli. It is amazing. I mean,
What about brisket, chicken, and pulled pork with cheese on sourdough?
Okay, well, as the Brooklyn Cafe sandwich.
Yes, because if
are
you
you
get
sure?
that, I'll be in your store every weekend.
What's it going to be?
Dawn,
Brisket,
I think Dawn should have
chicken.
approval on that. Let's see, Dawn.
Brisket, chicken, and pork. And pork.
All in one sandwich? Yeah. That's like sacrilegious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you mean sacrilegious?
That's a whole lot of flavors. Can't you
But
just
she has
savor
every
one?
sandwich in the menu. You can't. You got to come up with something different. All right. Let's do this. Let's have green and peas and a mushroom.
I would do like a chicken sandwich.
on a cracker.
No, I would do like a chicken sandwich with something. I don't
Chicken
know.
sandwich. You go to McDonald's for a chicken sandwich.
But not their chicken sandwich.
No, you got to have something that intertwines.
Maybe chicken sandwich and put some fried pickles and onion rings.
Okay.
You know what? We'll put a pork sandwich with French fries.
No pork.
No pork,
Okay.
because then G-Man can't eat it.
Okay.
G-Man doesn't want pork.
Aye.
Well, how about
a pastrami sandwich? Pastrami? Pastrami with French fries in it.
Actually, we have tater tots. That's
That's fine.
And our tater.
Cut up a
Pastrami
tater
and
tot
tater
inside the
tots?
sandwich.
Yeah, the tater tot. Actually, okay, so we can do pastrami, which is New York, of course. Tater tots.
Here's an idea.
Uh-huh.
And pickles?
Take all the meat you have and make it into a sausage. Brisket.
All right. Don't listen to that idea because that is not going to work.
We should have everybody design a sandwich, and the best tasting one gets on the menu.
Yeah, let's have a contest. Having a contest.
This just went in a whole different turn. I can't even get a stupid
It's
sandwich
a
made.
whole lot of different things going on here.
We'll give away one more if you guys.
All right. Are you ready? So we can talk to Russ about
Yes.
Nights in the Light.
Wait a minute.
Lights in the Night.
Wait.
That
Oh,
up
there's
there.
Russ.
Yes.
See Russ up there in the ceiling? See him?
We got to talk to Russ because he's got a new show that started. He's done
We
his
have a new
first
page.
episode.
We have a new page. We have a new TikTok. We have a new YouTube. Yes?
He's got a new Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
He has the pages so you can follow Russ and all of the clever things that we're trying to talk to people. I put the first one in there you sent me. That was a really fascinating piece you sent me. What's his name? CM? CM Wells, I think is his name. And I love to know where he got his information. But he talks about why there's an Area 51.
Right.
Dreamland is called.
Dreamland. Yeah. S4.
S4. And then he talks about the agreement between aliens and the world and the United States especially. And
With
the
the
agreement.
16 trade-off.
Did you see that?
Russ sent it to me.
That
so
is
16
amazing.
humans, 16 aliens, and where they are is. G-Man, can we put an extra light on Russ, please? Where they are is nobody knows. That's just
This one right here.
unbelievable.
They're all over the
See?
place.
This one right here.
And then they come together, I guess, and as you and Sally always talk about, it's right. We have
Well, you know,
alien, human.
It's so much. It goes, I mean, it's really deep. I mean, it's really deep.
But I never knew that somebody, and the way he delivered it, I'm sitting there, I must have looked at this thing 15 times.
Okay.
Because if you listen to everything he says, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense why I just saw something on Area 51 and these guys wanted to go and they wanted to film. You know, you get arrested for being within 100 feet of Area 51. You don't get spanked away. You get arrested. It's a federal offense.
I know.
Serving 15 years.
Yeah, true.
I mean, what are they hiding
Well-
that you're going to go to jail for 15 years?
You know, we really should bring back Billy Woodard, who was commander of Area 51 for about 11 years. We should bring him on the air, let him answer some of those questions.
Sure.
But you know, we had him before. You know,
remember.
Billy. Yeah,
That'd be incredible. Do a whole special show for that.
yeah.
We have to lock the doors and do it at a secret location. Not here. Can't do it here. Because they disappear, you do it here.
That's what I was wondering. I was
You may
afraid.
disappear.
Russ said to me today, "You're still here." I thought he meant I disappeared, but no, he just meant from yesterday.
But it's just fascinating if you look at everything that Russ has been bringing forward, the information, because he said to me, you got to get educated. So I've been looking up material.
Right.
I've been
That's
reading
good.
up material. And I know that some of the stuff is so outlandish that I'm not going to put it on the air, but some of it makes so much sense. And then the Area 51 piece, I went away from Russ and I went to some other people that tried to go there, just try to go there, and they were threatened. The locals that have stores
that's true.
told them, you're going to go to jail for 15 years. We've been warned. You've been warned. What the hell? That's crazy.
Well, it's above top secret. How's that? There's secret, then there's above top secret. And so that you got to be read in. You got to be part of that whole above top secret crew. It's a secret space force that took over from, they operate the Majestic 12. They've been doing it since 1947. And so this is big. It's a lot of information.
Well, this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, a long time, yeah.
And the interesting aspect of it is that it's making full circle. And we're right back in the news again. And there were some pieces in Washington, I was watching that recently.
Right. And
they have no answer. They have no answer. When the senators asked the question,
They have answers, they just won't give you the
No,
answer.
they said, being honest with you, we don't have an answer to that question.
Well, if you ask the senators, no, they don't have an answer. If you ask the congressmen, no, they don't have any answers.
No, but they had NASA at
They don't-
Capitol
no,
Hill.
no,
NASA told them we don't have an answer.
knows it's in that
No,
secret
well,
book,
they
the
gonna
National Treasure.
If they had answers, they're not going to tell you.
Well, there are people in the government that don't have answers because they want to keep a lid on this thing so that people don't start saying. Like I told you that I found out that aliens are not green, they're blue.
Well, that's
All
so.
I know
This
is
is what they told
all
me.
I know is here we all sit together. Thank you.
Well, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of thousands of aliens out there. Thousands. Not just one or two. Not just the Greys or the Reptilians or the Nordics or the tall whites. I mean, there are thousands and thousands and insectoids. I mean, you can go on and on and on if you do your homework. They will all be here sooner or later, and in your lifetime, you'll see them.
What are you wanting to highlight? I don't want to say achieve.
Okay.
What are you hoping to highlight with Lights in the Night?
Lights in the Night this week, the show.
This week.
We want to talk about alien abduction.
Okay.
I mean, just keep it simple.
And what about overall? What's your message that you're looking to get out there?
It's so much. I mean, it's deep. I mean, as imaginative, as creative as you can be, and as whatever you can think about is probably already done in the universe. Whatever you can't think about, it's done. You got billions and billions, hundreds of trillions of planets. Come on. It's a lot of information. And we all students, we all experiments here. The learning about the beginning of all of this that's been kind of kept from us, that's been hidden from us.
And this, you say, is the year of disclosure.
Well, yeah, this is 2024 is going to be a year of disclosure for a lot of things. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's the beginning.
You know, if you look at some of the technology that's going on, we were actually able to land on a meteorite. And if you think about how difficult it is to do that, that's a moving object going faster than anything you've ever seen.
Right.
And you took a satellite dish or whatever you want to call it, and you landed on it. Do you know how hard it is to do that?
Do you know that's in one of Frank's books?
Well, Frank is another alien.
Seriously, it's in one of his books.
But
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, Frank is a whole different dimension. But what I'm talking about, somehow, some way, that technology is now. And I love talking to my son because I throw all of these things at him. And he looks at me and says, I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody seems to know what the hell I'm talking about.
But he knows what he can't say.
He can't say.
He's my son, he can nod.
But where does he work?
No,
He
he's
can't
read
say.
in. No, he's read in.
say.
He's part of the people. He's on their payroll, right, NSA?
Yeah.
He can't talk.
Exactly.
They gave him a patch. They actually gave him two, I guess. Because
He
keeps
can't
his
No,
job.
he really can't talk.
They really can't. Your son works for NASA.
Yeah.
Many years ago, before I understood what I have today, through your show and through reading and through many things that have happened to me, I've opened my mind completely to this. But when this first happened, I was in sales and I was talking to a couple, and I know of one planet which is out there,
Liverpool. And I mentioned this because it was coming to me and I was learning some things about this. And the couple, he was working at NASA, and I said, do you know about this planet? Well, I didn't know I wasn't meant to mention it. I will mention it now on the air because shows like yours are coming forward. He looked at me and he said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't ever mention that again.
Yeah.
And I was scared. I said, well, what have I said that I shouldn't say? But today, and the reason I'm bringing that up, Russ, your show is so very important.
Right.
And I love everything that you say because disclosure, I also believe, which
Well,
I
you'll
have
be
said
on Monday.
and I'm going to be on your show.
Yeah.
I believe
because
it's
she's
very
going to talk
close.
about her experience. See, you got to keep it. We're going to keep it simple. The start. I should call it Lights in the Night. About 101. That's where we are. 101. It's like a course.
Sure.
Because there is so much information that goes on and I understand at the congressional hearings, the Pentagon is going to let out some more information around October 18th of this year. So it's a little bit at a time. They can't give you the whole elephant to eat at one meal. So they're going to release some more in October.
It's amazing, and we are filming this. I think we said 5:30 to start from the music, so we're going to be doing it Mondays at 5:30, and you are invited to come into the taping because I'm trying to get Russell if people want to come in and share their stories, or if you want to send pictures of something. Tahiti Steve actually had a couple of pictures and we posted it on the air. If you have them and you send them to us, send them to me, and we'll vet it to make sure that, and you will be vetted at the door, by the way, if you come to the show. Yes, you will, to be part of this thing, because I think that we did this at the radio station and we had B-52 captains and bombers and fighter jet guys come, and everybody showed up, and Bobby used to say, "You're doing it again." I said, "Hey, me, it's him. He doing it." And they all have stories. Everybody seems.
It's a lot of information out there. It's a lot of information.
But he had pictures, Steve.
Yeah.
And we posted them. And he says, people think that I made this up. It's like the nun story. I couldn't make that up if I wanted to.
I know.
I'll take you to the church. I'll take you to the house. I tell you, this is when it happened. It happened on a Friday afternoon because I didn't go to work that day.
But the incredible thing about the picture that he showed, he didn't know anything about my show. I did not know who he was, and yet the show was going to be on aliens. And here I'm sitting, and I said, first of all, I asked him if he believed in past lives, and he was very open. And the next thing I know, he shows me this picture of this spaceship that he'd just taken. It works like that. That's how I met you, Ross, same way. So I'm interested to see who shows up on that.
He was laying down in the backyard by the pool. He lays down and he took his camera because he saw something in the air. And he took a picture of it. And it wasn't until we blew it up that he blew it up and he says, "What is this?"
Interesting, right?
He walks around with that. I mean, I tell you, it's impressive. But my son has told me if I were to tell you some of the stories that I know, you really, really would scratch your head. Some of the things that goes on with the animals and everything else that goes to space, how they react and stuff. I mean, there's just stuff going on. But anyway, it's on Mondays at 5:30, Russell, because they have a gig next door from 4:30 to 5:30. So we'll start taping you at 5:30. It's right after Sally's show as well. I want to make an afternoon of it. The numbers have exploded. If you have a story you want to come down and share with us, I'm sure that Russell will let you send you the pictures and everything else to make it a go. So
amazing show. All right, tune in, and then it airs on True Oldies Radio Monday nights at 8 o'clock.
Right.
So check that out.
Lights in the Night is the Facebook page, and the website is lightsinthenight.org.
Yeah, lightsinthenight.org. Or they can go projectdisclosure.com. That gets you the same place.
It's all interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to a new friend in the studio, a new artist. We should see, we've got to get someone for art on set, if we can get any of it down. Annie Reyes Camino, and we're going to talk about her book. So I just sent a picture of her book over to the board. We're going to talk a little bit about that. She's a friend of Tinkerbell's, and a lot of congratulations are in store. And no, she's not pregnant. So more to come. We'll be right back.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with.
Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late.
No.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
They got to go into the box. There you go. We'll put up Annie Ray until they figure out the box.
They don't know how to use the box. And we're back, sort of. Let's jump real quick to the questions because obviously they're in the wrong camera.
Well, I'm really excited to have Annie Ray join us. She is all the way from Houston. She is a good friend of Tinkerbell, who was on our show yesterday with victims of silent victims of crime.
Yeah.
And a new artist here in the studio. And
Yes.
huge congratulations go out because not only is today National Flag Day, So our flag is here. Annie Ray is now a U.S. citizen, so congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, I'm officially an American citizen, and that's actually why I had to cancel my flight, because I had to go to the ceremony to get my citizenship, and then on Monday I'm getting my passport, and finally traveling around the world with my citizen, which I don't need visa for almost any country. So that's one of the perks of being an American citizen, among many others. But I'm very grateful, been waiting for this moment for 5 years.
Wow.
Actually, yeah.
We are so grateful. You have to give us the backstory on who you are, how you met Tinkerbell.
Well, actually, I was with a friend, and then she was taking an Uber home, and I told her, oh, I'm taking an Uber too, and she's like, no, but I'm leaving to Miami Beach. And I said, I'm going to Miami Beach as well. And she said, no, but I'm going to, no, she said, I'm going to Miami. I'm not staying in Fort Lauderdale. And I said, I'm going to Miami as well. She said, no, well, I'm going to Miami Beach. And I said the same. So she was like, what a coincidence. Let's just go together. And then we drove for like an hour, but it was, for me, it was like 15 minutes. And since then, we've been talking together, helping each other. She has opened a lot of doors for me, support me with my book, support me with my business, support me with my charity. Like, anyways, Tinkerbell is so special. And I'm so grateful because today I'm here because of Tinkerbell as well. So thank you so much.
You do a lot of other things. You're an artist, you're an author.
Yes. I'm an artist, yes. I have some of my art here today.
It's all over the studio.
I think they have some video. I don't know if they have it queued up yet. We'll see if they have it queued up. You guys can roll that also.
Yes, so my artwork, I started doing this series when I was doing my master in visual arts. And this series is about roads. I started doing installations of miniature figures, and then they were installed over the picture of over the frame.
We have one.
Yes.
For the cars on the highway.
Yes.
It's amazing.
So I used to take aerial pictures of scenarios, and then those over the pictures I used to install miniature figures. Some of them are cars, some of them are people, some of them are locks. I took a picture of like patterns and the lock and the bridge in Paris, and then put locks on the top. I like 3D, but I also like the story behind it, because when I did this work, I was going through a transition of working in finance to being an artist, having kids. My life completely changed, so it was kind of a road that you're always going in your life. You're taking a path, you're taking a road. Some people want to become an attorney. Some people want to become more knowledgeable. So I was changing that path, and then my work expressed that path that you're taking and you're trying to achieve something. So if you see the patterns go from a lot of people, or a lot of miniature people going from one point, but only a few get to the destination. Only a few get to achieve and get to stay in the same road, because sometimes we go in different directions. So it's all different. It's all made in the moment with installations, and then this is how I capture
But it
the
has
moment.
meaning to you, right? This is the path and the journey of you. So all roads lead to wherever you are now.
Yes, yes.
Where are you from originally?
Originally from Venezuela. I moved to Miami 10 years ago, and then I moved to Houston, Texas, 1 year ago, in August last year.
And you wrote a book. It's in Spanish, I believe. I think they have something else queued up for it. They're going to queue up. They did some videos of us trying to hang this beautiful artwork in your studio.
Oh,
so I think we have that ready to roll.
Let's cue that up. We're not insured.
Good?
Are you afraid of heights?
You want me to do it? You good?
Now, one of the interesting aspects is that I noticed that you use a lot of metal, because we have two of the bigger pieces in metal. We separate them and made a sandwich out of the corner. And then she has the car pieces. And then you must love purple. And I see that you're wearing purple. You must love purple.
I actually, it's so funny that you say that because my husband always tells me, like, you're such an intense person that you get to one color and you wear that color on your books, on your art, on your clothes, and then you change to green. And then I changed to yellow. But the series that I brought here was purple.
Purple.
Because that was a stage in my life where I felt more purple. Actually, I did an art exhibition called The Chakras Garden. And I don't know, and I didn't know, I know more now, but about the chakras back then. And I wanted to develop more, I wanted to learn more. So I did the art exhibition in order for me to learn and kind of like experiment myself how you feel in different scenarios with different colors. So I started with the red, which is the root chakra. And then I got one of the artists from Peru that she did all the red artwork. I got another artist from Russia. I got another artist from Spain, another artist from Argentina. So we did a collaboration in an empty space in my studio. It was a blank canvas. It had nothing at all. And when they all first came to the studio, they were like, how are we going to make this colorful and glamorous? This is like empty. Like, yes, we're going to make it. This is empty, but we're going to. So I covered all the floors. I covered the ceilings. When I started, I really didn't know how I was going to make it happen, but the universe has your back. And then I started meeting people. I met a girl that did drapery, so it was perfect because she draped all the walls. I found a floor in Amazon, and I was able to put the floor in each different colors.
Wow.
Orange, green. We had grass because I have a company, we do events. So I was able to transform the space, and it was amazing. Every time you were in different colors, you felt totally different. And this is my studio / business space. So it's very good for the business because depending on the day, you feel like you feeling sad, you want to be in a blue space or you want to be in the green space. So when you were in the yellow space, you felt very creative, very open. You felt the light. It's amazing how the color can change your mood.
Well, it's interesting you say that because in the studio, a lot of artists come and they want a section. They want to put everything in one section. We don't do that. We intermingle the art with other pieces because some of them have more frequency, which is energy, and some of them have less frequency. But when you space it out the way we do them, the whole studio lights up. So there's not one cold spot, is what we call it, where the energy is less in one spot and more in another. And here, it's universal because it's your pieces, other commingled pieces that are all together. And it works for us. I mean, we've been doing this for such a long time that we've actually, artists come in and say, well, can I have this? I say, no, I'm going to put your artwork everywhere. Because sometimes an artist doesn't realize that some of the things that they bring in here are different. Your color purple is really easy to blend. The metals, easy to blend. I don't even like moving the car piece. Like they wanted to put it on the set, we did it the first day. I don't like moving it because I think that where she is right now sends a message until that message changes, and then I'll move it and I'll put something else in there.
But isn't it nice to get a perspective that the car piece is about paths in your journey, and it's so much of what we do here.
Absolutely.
But you do so many incredible things. You're an author, you've got an event planning company, you're an artist, you travel, you do philanthropy. How do you do all of this? What's your event company?
Well, it's all connected, believe it or not, because when I started doing my master in visual arts, I started doing a lot of art exhibitions, and I got involved with a lot of organizations. I wanted to give back to the community where I was living right now in Miami. Actually, I got an award from last month. I got an award from Big Brothers Big Sisters as a community supporter. So I'm very grateful. Yes, and that got me. They started asking me to host. Can you host this event? Can you chair this event? Can you organize this event? And I started doing it, but I thought, this is a lot of work, a lot of work. And in Miami, you have to really do a research to find the right vendors. You have to really know the person, because you can hire a DJ and then the day of the event, the DJ is like, oh no, I'm not feeling like doing it today.
Welcome to Miami.
So Miami is like a place where people, I really don't understand. Like, I mean, I come from Venezuela, but in Venezuela, if you have a job, you're gonna show up for sure. But here,
you show up every once in a while.
We heard that yesterday, actually. We heard the same story last night.
Yes.
It's every once in a while. And the funny thing is that you show up on Monday, you may show up again on Thursday. You're not the same person that you were on Monday.
Yes. So there was not consistency. I said, well, this is a lot of work, so I might as well put a team together, because I was doing a lot of events. I mean, in order to help the organizations, I want to have a professional team of reliable persons, and this is how I said, well, I came up with an app. It's called WEPA, the WEPA app. WEPA, like they say in Venezuela, Puerto Rico. I don't know where it's originally from, but it's WEPA, like OPA, but like Latin. It's a Latin word.
Yeah, well, you're kidding me? That's my middle name. They call me Mr. WEPA.
WEPA. When we're cheering up in the parties, we say WEPA, WEPA. So yeah, I started digital marketing. I went to a class in Harvard, and this is my friends from the group. They helped me to came up with the name, like WEPA. I explained them, and they were like, "Oh, this is interesting."
So vendors aren't good. Let me create my own company. Call it WEPA, because I went to Harvard Business School, and why not?
Her friends helped to put it together.
Why not?
The friends from the school, from the Harvard.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
That's the way it should work.
I went for an intensive class, digital marketing, and I learned a lot. It was amazing to be there, to experience. Like, you're always learning. I love to learn. If it was for me, I would be studying construction right now, because after a while, when you're in events, you want to do. I'm an event, but also an artist, because the artist is part of creating. So when you create an event, you're creating a piece of art for 3-4 hours, but you are creating a piece of art. And this is why I'm so passionate about the events that I create, because for me, it's a blank canvas, but I don't have to pay for the ink, for the paint, I'm getting paid immediately. I'm getting paid by the clients who are hosting an event. And once you train, I started training planners, and I'm doing this for them so they can either use it in their own business as event planners, as project managers, even like construction managers, because events are something that you build and you take off, you break off. Constructions, you leave, but the events, you have to break down. You have 1 hour, you have 30 minutes, or whatever the time is. There's a lot of logistics involved. There's a lot of organizations. But most important part of it is the planning. So I started training. Most of them are girls, but I also train whoever is interested in learning about project planning. And I do it in the Google Workspace because it's free, and it has absolutely everything. It has a lot of more tools than people know, and I teach them how to use them, how to organize it. So it's been really helpful for them and for me as well, because when I have an event, I just have to ask, okay, who's interested in working in this event? And then they are already trained.
What are you looking to achieve? Because you've got your hand in so many different creative spaces. What's your overall goal?
So I want to solve the problem that most of the event planners have with the logistics, because most of them are very creative, but they are all over the place, or it's a hard work because it's a community work. You need a good team. And then once you have someone that knows everything, they might want to go apart and do their own thing. It's a hard business, but I want to solve this problem, trying to help people to get everything organized in a template, follow the instructions. I'm going to try again with the software because I did develop the software and it was uploaded in the Google app and then the Google Store and the Apple Store. But I had to take it down because it was so expensive to keep up with the programmers and the hosting with the AWS.
But I'm thinking for you, for any raise, there's a bigger picture that you are looking to achieve.
My bigger picture, I would think, I've never think about like what would be my goal, but I really feel that if I solve this problem, I'm always trying to solve problems, but this one specifically, I found a niche. I'm always trying to be like, okay, I'm going to solve this, I'm going to solve this, I'm going to solve this. So I move around. But this one specifically involves, I think, everything, with the projects, everything, because it involves art projects, event projects, construction projects. So if I manage to solve this problem, I will be so happy. So happy.
We always talk about that when you do an event, when you put together a seminar or some kind of event or something, what they walk away with is the gift. The logistics of that is always going to be constant. And sometimes there's worse logistics, more logistics, up, down, sideways, things that you don't expect. Fort Lauderdale is flooded and you still have to do your logistics. But it's them walking away with something. If they walk away with a piece of what you try to install, then it's successful. It's a hit. And people will always remember that. I mean, do you remember the first concert you went to?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Oh my gosh, I was 16.
But it still works, right? If you walk away with that concept, with that ideology, and everything you do becomes that much more focused.
Well, I think we're looking to put an event together with Tinkerbell, with her foundation, with our foundation, in August at some point.
Okay.
And maybe Flo. I don't know. She's got to put a couple. She wants to bring a couple foundations together to, like you talked about, the skate. We did the ice rink, but something on a grand scale.
See, I like grand. Like we went to the movie theater. The first time we did that was grand. That was the first one. And you do it a couple times, it's not grand. But I want to see what people walk away with. The last one we did, people really, really liked it. It was really, really good. So now I want to do 3D video on the screen, 3-dimensional. I want to have an artist that goes up there and she paints and she turns it upside down and it comes out to be something different than what she was painting or he was painting. I want to add music to an artist. Somebody comes out and they sing an opera while she's or he's painting. And then I want to have the videos all going on. And then I want to have the dancers. There's going to be dancers in the theater that are going to take people to dance while they're dancing.
I love that. Like she's visualizing everything that you're saying.
But that's exactly, you're going to walk away. Can you imagine somebody takes you out to dance at a concert?
You dance?
She's Latina.
Dance. She dances.
All Latinos dance. With a guapa?
Guapa.
A guapa. All of that, it's just the cleverness of giving people a memory. And we're in the memory business. Everybody in this building is in the memory business. But it's not our memory. It's what we have for people to come in and share it.
And you also wrote a book.
Yes.
Let's put up the book picture, please. Tell us about your book.
It's called Emprende y Vuela.
Learn and fly.
Learn and fly. So it's about my experience and my co-author, Natalia Lopez. We wrote this book together and we planned the moment we met. Actually, the first moment met, the first day we met, I was talking about the tools that I use for my planning event company, for my incubator. I have a company that develops softwares and apps and websites. And then that company, I had a lot of programmers with different languages. I studied programming. I tried, but honestly, you have to learn so much every day, research so much that I had to focus on something, and I said, okay, no, I'm not gonna keep studying programming, but at least I know how to check and how to read the code, even though to see the program, because I needed to check. So I use different tools to organize my projects, and I was speaking to Natalia, which back then was one of my clients for the incubator. And then Natalia said, we should write a book about the tools that you use, about the tools that I use, about all the things that we've had to overcome. She is a single mother, very successful person. She started from nothing, and then now she's very safe. She moved, same time when I moved to Houston, she moved to Santa Maria. I mean, and I admire her so much. I really trusted her, and I said, let's do it.
And what's
Let's
the book
write
about?
a book. It's about our experiences as a businesswoman, about the tools. We talk about the tools that we use, about the different softwares, the organization, about what to do, what not to do, about the fears that we've overcome, about being a woman in the business world, and then sometimes the fears that we had, about the teamwork, about some of the routines that we have created in order to help us with our businesses, and then all the things that we've learned and experienced in our work, in our different businesses. She also has a foundation.
Amazing.
So
I was watching you shake your head. I don't know how she does all this, and she's very young to have done so much.
Oh, she's a visionary. To her, it's not work. To her, is what she does.
And I think one of the things, it might not work for everybody, but it works for me a lot to wake up at 4 a.m. Because I do it because I really love the time that I spend with myself from 4 a.m. to 7:30, 8.
I do the same thing, but I start at 6. Because 4, there's crickets.
Yes, I love it. I mean, I didn't start at 4. When I started, I was trying to get myself up at 6. It was so hard. But once I achieved that and I was stable, then I went to 5. And then once I was stable at 5, I went to 4. And now I feel very, very easy to do it at 4.
Now, your artwork can be purchased on a site?
Aniraiscamino.com. It's my name and my last name.com.
All right, so we have to put that up so people can, and you have the other pieces in there as well, other things that they can purchase, correct?
Yes, I have pieces. Not all of them are in the website because I have a lot of work that I do and I don't post it, or I have it in art exhibitions, so I post about the art exhibition. I have an Instagram page. It's called anirais.art. And my personal is at Anirais, ANIRAYS. That's my Instagram, where I post about everything.
Thank you so much for joining us. She's got a lot going on. I know.
A big glass of water.
We just tried to catch everything in that one glass.
Let me tell you.
In 15 minutes.
It's amazing, though. I didn't expect all of that.
And there's more.
I'm pretty sure.
And there's more.
How long are you going to be here?
I'm going to be here until Wednesday.
And then you're going back to Houston?
No, I'm going to Europe for
Of course you
for
are.
a week.
And then you're coming back here?
I'm going back to Houston for one day, and then I'm flying to Panama.
Of course you are.
The
Panama
other
Canal
part.
needs you. Holy smokes.
But
All right.
she comes back and forth.
She does. She does. And we can always give her an access on her phone, and she could tell us where she is.
Absolutely. More to come.
More to come. Excellent.
You never know why someone's been put in your path, but there's always a reason. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, let's go inside the mind of the artist with Jay and Sally. Stay tuned. Annie Reyes Camino, thank you.
Yes.
Such a pleasure. And you can see her art right here in the studio. Come on down, check it out, and more to come.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called innocent spouse relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free. Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer, and we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case, and they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-613-3597. 800-613-3597. 800-613-3597. That's 800-613-3597.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Ready to talk the mind of the artist?
Inside the mind.
Inside
I think I
the
just
artist's
went inside
mind.
the mind of that artist. Holy smoke.
We're going to talk to...
Go ahead. Go ahead. You going by?
You walking through?
Are you going that way? Which way you going?
She's just standing. All right, so no Friday is complete without a new show, Inside the Mind of the Artist, with Jay Harmon and Sally Bernard. And this week, they're going to be interviewing our very own Baxton Sumner, which is pretty exciting.
And Tahiti Steve.
Oh, and Tahiti Steve, okay. Very nice. And Michelle was interviewed last week on their show, so let's say hello to our artists in the studio. Look, we got 3 artists in the studio today.
We got a lot of artists.
4, I think. All right, guys, so what's the subject of today?
Well, today on our show, we're having Baxton Sumner, and he's going to be performing his music. And then we are going to get right inside his mind and see how he comes up and performs the way he does and where his ideas are and what all is involved in this performance.
Have they ever been inside
Beautiful
Baxton's
performance.
mind before?
Insane? Are you
Do you know what? Do you really want to go inside his mind?
Well, we're going to try it. May be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Do we have like a
Into your
long
mind
rope?
on the show.
Was that like a long hook? We could like pull you back.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, well, let me say, we're going to try
Yeah.
to get inside
That's a better.
his mind.
What's the goal of your show?
The goal of the show is to talk to artists, and it doesn't matter if they are visual artists or if they are performing artists, if they're singers, if they're instrumental, whatever their performing art. We want to talk to them and kind of learn where their ideas come from, what sparks their real thing, what they're doing, how they do it, why they do it, what is a creative spark there that's that brings the creativity that they have.
Interesting.
So stay tuned. We're coming on at 2:30.
So tune in for that also. And this Sunday we need to commemorate and honor Father's Day, which is pretty exciting, right? You get to have a great weekend with your boys and your grandkids, which is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm still thinking about those 2 boxes I gotta go get home.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
That may be my Father's Day project. Actually, no, I'm gonna be going away with the kids.
Freddie,
Having a good
you know,
time.
for Father's Day, they get you another cat.
All right.
But that's exciting. That's nice.
But I gotta get rid of this migraine. What was that?
The cat, not the cat. Father's Day.
It is, and we want to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. And for single moms, if you're a father, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day as well. Single dads as well. Like I said in the morning show, every day is Mother's Day. It's different for fathers. We only get this one time a year. Dip your toe in the pool.
G-Man's like,
Only
yeah.
one time, but every day is Mother's Day. Every day. And mothers will demand it and they will get it. But this one, I'm going to celebrate. I have never celebrated a Father's Day like this in the 18, 19 years that I lived in Florida.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. How
Really?
long have I lived in Florida? Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Wow. That's
20
exciting.
years I live in Florida. I came in 4.
You get to spend it with your kids and some of your grandkids. Last week you saw the others.
Oh, my God. And Baxter's going to be there, too.
That's so nice.
Wait a minute.
I think that's lovely.
I may have to recalculate this situation.
I think it's lovely. Anyone else have plans for this Sunday?
Freddie.
I know you and Freddie do. Sally, you and Steve going to do
Yeah,
something?
I'm taking Steve out for lunch.
Very nice.
At least he's able to have
You're
a
not
nice
cooking
lunch.
the lunch, you're just taking them out?
No, I'm not cooking it.
You should cook it.
No.
That's lovely. And Jay, how about you?
I think on Father's Day, I'm going to spend a peaceful day at home, but I will be talking to my kids on the phone, and they always like to talk to me, and it's nice to talk to them, and I think it'll be a nice, relaxing day.
Lovely. Michelle, what do you have any specials at Smoke for the weekend?
We always have specials.
Want to grab Sally's mic?
I'll stand in front of the troll.
There you go. Stand in front of the troll.
Block the troll. No, we always have our regular specials, but we do have our beef rib, which it's a dad favorite. I don't know if you've had the beef rib. It's the size of it's like a dinosaur bone, but it's giant. It's
called the Flintstone.
Yeah, it's the Flintstone. But it's me and this troll sitting here. But anyway,
Introduce yourself.
I have nothing to do with this troll. I don't know
check
why he's
out,
here. Except
check out Smoke Barbecue. How about you, G-Man? Father's Day? Are you at the distribution
You're cooking,
center?
aren't you barbecuing? You're barbecuing.
Probably.
I'm
It's
liking
waiting
your
for you now.
glasses.
Thank you.
Aren't those nice? He's styling
Where
those.
did you get them? Because you haven't know what's kind of
Now Baxton wants a pair.
Oh God, no. I don't need to see twice. Listen now, okay, so you got the specs now. We got to work on the.
Nah, can't work on the hair, Freddie. It's my energy.
Oh, there's a reason the hair's like that.
Oh God, help us all.
There's a reason it's all that way. All right, shall we wrap it up?
I'm exhausted. This show, I'm tired.
Why?
Because you have me hopping all over the place.
Not really. Yeah, I did make you get out of your chair to go to another chair. Exactly.
That's not the only thing I did.
And 3 pots of coffee later.
Are you cooking for Chuck this weekend?
Absolutely.
Are you slaving starting tonight till Sunday for the man, the myth, and the legend?
No, tonight is leftovers from the entire week.
Oh, boy.
Tomorrow night is Saturday night. I don't know what that is. And Sunday night I'll order in something else. So no.
Don't wives cook anymore?
I'm sure they do. I just don't. I'm sure they do. You know what? Maybe he wants to barbecue.
Yeah, that's
not
what
a dad thing.
It is.
Dad should barbecue what they want for Father's Day.
I smoke inhalated myself so many years doing that. I don't want to do that anymore.
So the kids are coming over, so I'm sure Aaron will be more than happy to light up the grill.
Freddie tells me, is there a barbecue over there? I said, no, Baxton got it already.
So I'm sure Aaron will be more than happy to light up the grill, and hopefully my parents will come by, so that'll be nice. My daughter's coming into town, so we'll see.
Very nice.
Nice and small. All right, to all of the dads in our studio and all the kids celebrating Father's Day with their dads or their single moms for Father's Day, we wish you a very happy and fun and safe Father's Day. Have a wonderful Father's Day, Freddie, for you and the boys, and I'm hoping that we see our executive producer Monday with the kids.
I will relay that message.
So relay that to him. I would love to see Gio and the kids here in the studio. Happy Father's Day, Jay. Happy Father's Day to the Steves. Annie Ray, happy Father's to everyone. So to our crew, thank you for, wow, a tough week. We made it through the storm, literally the rain, and we're here. So have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. We'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.